The shift, unlocking the power of a renewed mind. Emma sat alone in her small apartment, the dim light from her laptop casting eerie shadows on the walls. The weight of her thoughts was unbearable. Self-doubt, regret, and endless what-ifs. She had read countless books about success, attended seminars, and scrolled through endless motivational videos, yet nothing stuck. Her mind felt like a chaotic storm, refusing to quiet down. One evening, as she aimlessly clicked through online forums, a peculiar title caught her attention. The Neuroscience of Renewing Your Mind, Unlocking Hidden Potential. Intrigued, she clicked the link. The article spoke about neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to rewire itself through consistent effort and positive habits. The idea seemed revolutionary. Emma wasn't stuck with her current mindset. Her brain could change, and so could her life. The concept of neuroplasticity fascinated her. It explained why she felt trapped in old patterns. Negative experiences and self-defeating thoughts had carved deep pathways in her brain, like well-trodden trails in a forest. But the article offered hope. By practicing new thought patterns, she could forge entirely new trails. That night, Emma decided to put this idea to the test. The first step, breaking the cycle. The next morning, Emma set her alarm an hour earlier than usual. Instead of reaching for her phone, she sat in silence, repeating a simple affirmation. I am capable of change. At first, the words felt hollow, almost ridiculous, but she pressed on. She then jotted down 3 things she was grateful for. Small things like her warm cup of coffee or the soft blanket she wrapped around herself. For the first time in weeks, her morning didn't feel rushed or chaotic. It was a small shift, but it felt significant. The unseen battle as days turned into weeks, Emma noticed something peculiar. Negative thoughts still crept in, whispering that she wasn't good enough, that she was destined to fail. But instead of succumbing to them, she countered each one with a positive statement. I can't do this. Became I am learning and growing every day. Her inner critic fought back fiercely, like a caged beast unwilling to let go of its dominance. But Emma was relentless. Every time doubt surfaced, she forced herself to focus on the vision of the person she wanted to become. A confident, resilient woman who could conquer anything. The breakthrough moment. One afternoon, Emma attended a networking event. These situations usually paralyzed her with anxiety, but she remembered her mental training. As she entered the room, she took a deep breath and repeated her mantra. I belong here. To her surprise, she struck up conversations with ease. She laughed, shared ideas, and even exchanged contact information with potential collaborators. The Emma who once stood in the shadows had taken a bold step into the light. When she returned home that evening, a realization hit her. Her thoughts were no longer holding her hostage. The thrilling transformation. Weeks turned into months, and Emma's life began to transform in ways she never imagined. She landed a promotion at work, started a blog to share her journey, and reconnected with friends she had lost touch with. But the most thrilling part of her transformation was the newfound clarity and peace in her mind. She no longer woke up dreading the day ahead. Instead, she felt excitement, like she was finally living, not just surviving, the science behind the magic. Emma later learned that her efforts were physically changing her brain. Each time she replaced a negative thought with a positive one, she weakened the old neural pathways and strengthened new ones. Her brain had literally rewired itself, proving the power of neuroplasticity a ripple effect. Emma's journey didn't just impact her, it inspired others. Friends and colleagues began noticing her confidence and positivity, and they wanted to know her secret. Emma shared her story, emphasizing that change wasn't easy, but it was possible with persistence and faith in the process. In the end, Emma's transformation wasn't just about renewing her mind. It was about rediscovering her potential, unlocking a version of herself she never knew existed. And as she gazed at the sunrise one morning, she smiled, knowing that her journey was only beginning.